Hi friends, Lift It with Laura. I'm at Red Hill Drive. I did not feel like exercising or walking, but I did it anyway. So let's get up, get our shoes on, get our exercise, and say the prayer with me. This is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. I'll continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead, putting behind me those things that lie behind. I will be joyful today, despite melancholia, despite feelings of depression, despite grief, loss, and disappointment. I will live this day well because I have a purpose in this world, and my purpose is to leave a legacy of hope. Remember that when we camp out at our point of pain or a point of sadness, we don't want to live there. When we camp out there and stay there, then we are missing out on opportunities to make new memories. We need to keep moving, we need to keep making new memories, and we need to keep engaged with activities that we enjoy. We don't overcomplicate our life. We don't have to think that we have to do something fantastic or extravagant to be joyful. That joy is found in the simple things like cooking our favorite recipe or going for a walk or calling a friend. We must get our mind off ourselves and we must continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead. We might be disappointed, we might feel heartbroken, grief-stricken about our losses, but we don't want to stay there because we remember that there's nothing new under the sun and that we are not alone in our grief. We are not alone in our grief. Whether we have lost a job or lost a parent. I lost my mother and then I got laid off from my job, a job I really, really enjoyed. I'm not the first one to have these losses, and while each loss is unique to each person, I'm not going to presume that I have it worse than everybody else. So I'm not going to camp out at the point of my pain. When we have a loss, we grow in compassion for other people that have had losses. When we have a loss, we learn that we can have compassion through our loss towards other people, and we can help them through their losses. I am still on my 12-week lean out. I've started to wear my ankle weights now every time I go on a walk. Remember that a lifestyle change in eating or a lifestyle change in fitness is exactly that. It is a lifestyle change. And it is not, there's no such thing as a quick fix. There's no such thing as do this for 2 weeks and we'll lose these many pounds. Our bodies are all uniquely and wonderfully made, and we don't know how long it will take our bodies to get rid of the extra pounds. So it is not a means to an end. We don't starve ourselves or go on some kind of miserable program where it is not sustainable, where we cannot do our activities of daily living to torture ourselves. Losing body fat is not torturing ourselves. It is a decision to get more fit. It is a healthy choice because we don't want to have the visceral fat around our vital organs, and it is a positive decision. So exercise and fitness, eating fresh fruit instead of a donut, not overeating, not running to the food when we have an uncomfortable emotion. I've talked about that, emotional eating. Not running to the food. Instead, we stay with that uncomfortable emotion and we learn from it. Is a good thing. It's a positive thing. And we become more sane, more stable, and more strong. For years and years, I've recognized now that I would run to food when I had an uncomfortable feeling. Many of them were old, familiar, uncomfortable feelings to kind of ingrained and very old patterns within people in my life. And instead of just accepting, here's the key word now, accept. We accept people the way they are. We accept their choice. We might not like it or agree with it, but we accept their choices and how they act because we cannot do anything about it. And if a person chooses to act dismissive or narcissistic, or that they are always insisting on being the center of attention, we accept it and we have compassion for people that need to do that because they are living a very self-focused life. They're living in the little me bubble. And when we live in the little me bubble, we truly miss out on seeing the tears in another person's face. We miss out on getting to know people, other people, being aware of our surroundings. But I would say most people in the 90 percentile are very self-absorbed, live in the little me bubble, and are not able to step out of the little me bubble long enough to really relate to you. It's really amazing, but it's true. It's very sad, but it's true. So we accept that. We accept those things we cannot change. We have the courage to change the things we can, which is our attitude, our reaction, what we eat, and the decision to exercise, the decision to forgive, the decision to not allow the way other people act to derail us or steal our joy. We say, so what if that person is self-absorbed? We have compassion for that person instead of carrying the blame or the burden of that behavior onto ourselves. We decide not to run to junk food. We decide not to run to comfort food. We decide not to eat 5 sugar-free cookies or 2 Quest protein bars when we have a bad memory or a disappointing interaction with people that are self-absorbed that maybe make us feel insignificant, because their behavior really has nothing to do with us. It is all about their need to be the center of attention. It has very little to do with us. And that's really my point, isn't it? If we continue to seek quality relationship from people who are oblivious, that is our bad. We do not try to squeeze blood out of a turnip. We do not try to push a square into a round shape. When we continue to need quality relationship or quality interaction from individuals that are very, very self-absorbed and living in the me bubble, let's wake up and not do that anymore, because we are inflicting our own misery. We're inflicting our own pain. So on this beautiful day, I'm going to go uphill now. On this beautiful day, we continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead, putting behind us those things that lie behind. We continue to want to see what's around the corner. We decide to make these changes because we want to live a burden-free life. We want to travel light. I've talked about traveling light. When we carry around the angst from disappointing relationships in which we are basically not acknowledged or we are dismissed, that is our own gosh darn fault. We decide to stop doing that. We accept people the way they are with their quirks, remembering that we have plenty of our own quirks. I'm sure I annoy plenty of people. We have our own quirks. We're all flawed, but we're all beautifully and wonderfully made. So our job in this world is to love and listen and leave a legacy of love, listening, and hope. Our job is not to change people. Only God can change a man's heart. On this day, Lord, I will not run to food. On this day, I will not seek things and people that are not there, that they are unable to give. It is like asking someone for a $5 bill and that person has no money in their wallet. We do not seek comfort from people because people have their own stuff. Lord, I will seek comfort from you. You are my rock and my salvation. You are my Savior. Not people, not places, not things. I'm walking uphill with these ankle weights. That's why I'm getting a little out of breath. So I'll sign off for now. Living Fit with Laura, encouraging us to be joyful, sing a joyful noise. We can be joyful despite our tears. We can be joyful despite other people's quirky behavior, because our focus is not on people, not on places, not on things. Our focus is on our Creator. Our focus is on our Creator and on another 24 hours that He has given us. So we say, this is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in the day. Living Fit with Laura, I'm proud of you. Keep up the great work.